All right, how many of you use a phone every single day? I know I do, and I really wonder if it helps or not. So, mobile phones possess effects on the user and their lifestyle, and it depends if they're good or not, depending on who you ask. So, there have been multiple research teams that have looked into the effects of how mobile phones can affect the user's mental health and their lifestyle. And being a user of a smartphone, I stand behind various parts of these issues, which are connectedness, productivity, and happiness. So they can be helpful or not, depending on how connected you are. So you can get a lot of tasks done, like working from home. The Pew Research Center says that 1 in 10 people have been allowed to work from home. So this allows for the user to be more happy while doing their required duties, and they can also be more connected to their loved ones as like a wife or a husband. The Pew Research Center also states that 3/4 of married couples can communicate with their loved ones with the help of a smartphone. But the other side says that you are too connected. There's so much info on these social network sites such as Facebook or Twitter that you'll endlessly just stream and just like scroll through all that information. It's too much to process. So according to a study done by James Roberts, including 2,500 US college students, test subjects spent nearly 2 hours on Facebook daily. So these college students are constantly connected to their peers, looking at what they're doing, pictures of their dogs, whatever, their activities. So it's too much to take in. So you can be really productive or not, depending on how connected you are. You can get more done. You can look up tutorials online, go on YouTube, look how to do something, go on forums with specialized people who learn a new trade. According to the Growth in Smartphone Ownership article that I found on opposing viewpoints, 95% of US adults have a phone. So with this huge amount of people that have devices, you can easily go online, look up something, and learn something new. But you can also get less done. You're so inundated, like I said, with info that you can't go through all of it, can't process it, and you get nothing done. According to James Roberts, the typical mobile phone user spends most time texting, about 1.5 hours on average. So it's hard to see how you can be productive when you spend this much time simply texting. And with the combination of these quick reward apps such as Snapchat or Instagram, Twitter, that you can instantly open, instantly get that information to consume, you're not going to be productive. So with a combo of being extremely connected and hyper-productive, it leads to different stances on how happy the user will be. So you can be more happy because, as I said, you can be constantly connected to loved ones, as the 3/4 can communicate more. According to Barry Wellman, a sociology professor based at University of Toronto, has found that phones have enabled 79% of users to feel more connected to family. So you can experience like new things, just FaceTime a distant family member, friend, see how they're doing, and knowing that they're safe and sound, it'll make you more happy. But the opposing side thinks that you'll realize that you've achieved nothing on these phone sessions, and you'll think you're unproductive. But heavy users can also experience nomophobia. So this was a term coined by Olivia Rahim, an editor-in-chief at Social, a lifestyle magazine. Nomophobia can exist when a user has left their phone behind and starts to strain focus in relationships. So you can see here, if you're starting to strain your relationships and you can't focus on what you're doing around you, you're obviously going to be less happy because you can't do what's in the present. So you can try to control connectedness, productivity, and your happiness, but you should be wary of the effects that it has on you. Because the fairly recent arrival of smartphones and phones in general has allowed for limited research on the effects of them. It is paramount to look into the effects of how this will affect the user, because you wouldn't want to use a device that could impair real-life outcomes. So these points are connectedness, productivity, and happiness. And although they may have these effects, people will continue to debate if they do or not, and users will continue to soar.